in New York City over an ordinance that would ban the sale of fur in the city. So there were people against that ban, people who protested,
people who want to continue, who want to continue to buy fur, to be able to sell fur, and they were there. About 100 reports are about 150 people.
One of them,
leading them,
Safari from 11 Hip Hop was there and just went off. We're going to have Safari on live in a minute. Here's what happened.
No fur ban! No fur ban! Our choice, our right! Leave us alone! Leave us alone! Stop picking on us! Leave us alone! Our fur, our right! Our choice, our right! I didn't do it! Go to China with that. This is America. Worry about these hundreds of black men being killed every day. Worry about that. Y'all go worry about police brutality. You go. You idiot.
And it went on, actually got more obscene from there. A lot of obscenities were hurled. So, very heated situation there in New York between Safari and the other protesters against the people who are anti-fur. So, joining us now to talk about it. Joining us is Safari. Safari, welcome to TMZ Live. How are you doing, man?
What's up? How y'all doing?
We're good. So you are angry. I mean, you do understand that there are a lot of people who are against the sale of fur because they torture the animals to make the fur, right?
Of course I understand it, and I'm definitely not being, blind to that. But as far as being a consumer of that, that's just not something, we're not on that side of the fence. I'm not going to be that technical about it, even though I understand what's going on, and say that because that's happening that I can't wear it. It would be like telling people, oh, you guys don't support what's happening to animals, don't eat McDonald's anymore, and don't go to steakhouses. But I'm pretty sure...
Safari, there's a difference. I know what you're saying about, if you eat meat that the cows are killed, but there's a difference here. What we're talking about, torture. Is torture. It's the way that the animals are killed for the product.
Oh, well, that's not a part of the fence that I'm on. I've never walked into a store and seen an animal being tortured. I walked in and I just see coats on racks and, that's the side of the fence I'm on. I'm telling you, whatever's going on.
So I want to ask you a question. So if there were a slave labor sweatshop in China that was paying people wages where they literally had to beg for food and they were chained to a sewing machine and they were making clothes, would you buy those clothes?
Well, I don't know if that is happening, so I wouldn't really go off of the...
Well, it is. It is. I mean, maybe not that extreme, but if there were that kind of torture, would you with people, would you buy the clothes since you wouldn't have seen them making them?
Nah, I wouldn't. But that's my whole thing. These people, and it's like so much other people, I feel like people care more about what's going on with animals than they do to humans. I'm not saying it's right.
You can care about both things, right? I mean, there's room to care about humans being brutalized and also animals.
I have a small puppy. I have a small little poodle in New York, and I love them to death. So
I want to going back to that video yesterday. I know there were a lot of people there who felt the same way you did. As far as I could tell, you were the only one who showed up wearing fur.
Absolutely.
I guess, did you feel that was really antagonizing the opposition? Everybody else came out with their shirts on saying they were against the fur ban, but you came out in a fur coat, actually.
Well, it was very cold yesterday morning.
Come on.
Well, it ain't cold right now if you're wearing one.
It wasn't cold.
My room is freezing right now. My room is 55 degrees and the AC is broke and it's staying at that and I can't turn it up. So I'm doing what I got to do to keep warm. But yesterday in City Hall, it was very cold. It's still winter in New York. It's been raining the past 15 out of the past 16 days. I'm cold.
It's weird that nobody else was wearing a coat, though. So obviously they didn't feel...
Hey, they left their furs in the car.
So you basically don't care how it's made, you just want to wear it.
It ain't about not caring how it's made. That is not my side of the, I'm not there. That has nothing to do with me.
Let me ask you this. If I sent you a YouTube video of how they do it, would you look at it?
I would definitely look at it.
And then would it change your mind? Because then you would
If
actually
you
have the
watch them
knowledge.
suffer, would it change your mind?
Are y'all vegan? What do y'all eat?
No, not vegan. I'm not, but that's not what we're talking about.
It's the same thing.
No, it's not.
No, Safari,
It's
I know.
not.
It is.
And I'm not trying to berate you. I don't. But again,
I understand, but I'm just saying
we said that there's a difference in how the animal is killed.
Whether it's a difference, whether it's tortured or is happily killed, I've never heard of something where
Not
someone
happily
be killed.
I'll tell you what. Let me send you that video. I'd love to know. I would really love to know what you think. I would love to send you that video.
Okay. Like I was saying though, outside of that though, my whole thing with it is I understand that's going on and people don't like that side of it, but just ban and stop the sale of it in New York. It's like before I was standing with it just because I was all about the fashion and everything, but when I seen how many people it would affect as far as them losing their jobs and how much older it was, I resonated with that, and I just felt like that's not right.
And I guess what you're saying, I know you said you're not on that side of the fence, but you understand that when you buy the fur, the money that you're spending on that fur then does support that side of the fence that you said you're not on, but that's where your money is going.
And when you guys and other people buy food that is meat, chicken, and eggs and all that other stuff, they're supporting that side of the fence. So it's the same thing. Whether you do it, don't do it, whether I do it or don't do it, it's never going to stop.
So actually, here's an example that, and I know you want to talk about some new music you have coming out, but which brings me to this example. There is a mute R. Kelly movement. People don't want to support R. Kelly, don't want to give him money because they believe the allegations against him that he has done things to underage women, illegal things to underage women, so they don't want to support him.
Even though they haven't seen
Even
it.
though they haven't seen it, but they don't want to give him money.
Video pissing on a 12-year-old. Of course they saw it.
Okay.
I saw it.
So right, and so you understand why people don't want to give him money, right?
Absolutely.
All right. So Harvey, when you send him the
I
video,
want to send you the video, and I really, honestly,
it's the same thing, right?
I really want to know what you think. I want to send you that video, and we'll bring you back on. I'd love to know what you think.
All right. I'm a human. I love humans. I love animals. I'm not an inhumane insect.
We'll leave it there. We'll leave it there, and I want to send you that video, and we'll talk.
All right.
And by the way, as I said, I know you have a song that you want to talk. It's coming out. It's called "No Regular Girl." When does it? It's already out, right?
No Regular Girl is out right now.
Okay.
The song featuring Jamil, the video is streaming and it's doing well. And I appreciate y'all. I appreciate the support from those and everyone who, rock with me as fans and have stayed with me over the years.
Shoulders to try to telegraph to everybody, I'm okay. Look at me. I can afford this. It's dead. It's as dead as chastity belts. All the top designers have dropped fur. It is over. Human beings have the capacity to evolve. And as for his complaint that, it's going to, do something, it's going to end jobs, that is the excuse that has been used to justify everything from keeping women out of the workforce to human slavery. Wake up, fella. I don't know, what rock you crawled out of, but this is not something that you should be championing if you believe in justice, if you believe in justice for all. And, I just find what he's doing so confusing. There are so many causes that he could champion for humans, for animals. Why is he championing this? I just really don't understand it. I think that it's a really sad commentary, and I really hope that young people out there don't look at this and say, I'm going to follow him.
Well, one thing I know about Jane Velez Mitchell is you ask one question and you get it all, and we just got it all from Jane. Jane, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate you coming on.
Thank you for covering this, Harvey. Love you.
Thank you, Jane.
In a car overnight, Dallas police are searching for the shooter still.
Fox 4's Ashley Paredes is live from the crime scene in East Oak Cliff with more. Ashley?
That's right, Tim and Lauren. The car was parked right here in the grass, and not only did the bullet hit and kill the woman, but as you can see right behind me, it came very close to the home. And we spoke with the family. They're not only devastated, but also scared for their own safety. There are 4 small children living there. The incident happened just after midnight near Lancaster Road in Oak Cliff. The family says Caroline Parrish, who's in her 60s, decided to sleep in her car, which happens often, they say, since they don't allow her dogs inside near the kids. Again, the car was parked right next to the home. Overnight is when the family heard shots fired. They went outside to check on Parrish, but she didn't respond, so they called police. When officers arrived, they broke the car window and found her dead. Police located several shell casings along the street. They're investigating this as a homicide. Parrish's family just moved here less than 2 weeks ago and can't believe this happened in their new neighborhood.
I heard gunshots, came out to check on her, and she wasn't responding. Then I noticed that she had blood coming out of her chest. So, and that's all. We didn't see no car, no nothing. My kids was in the room, and they got the crawling on the floor to, and then I just came out here to check on her.
The family says that the 2 dogs that were inside the car with her at the time were not injured. Homicide detectives were out here earlier going door to door trying to see if anybody might have had any surveillance video of what happened. In Dallas, Ashley Paredes for Good Day.